What's good, guys? It's me, Mr. Pokemon 649, and I'm back with another video, and this time it's not a rant video. It is actually, like I said in multiple videos, I'm pretty sure I've said it in, oh no, you haven't seen them videos yet. Like the TCG videos that I have for Monday, I said that I've made like a timetable, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like Monday is TCG opening plus rant video. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is just rant video. Saturday is Creepypasta video plus rant video, and Sunday is piano tutorial plus rant video. And considering it's, well, Saturday today, I have a book of creepypastas that I will be, I guess, reading to you. And if you don't know what a creepypasta is, basically it's an online horror story. Well, it says it here on the blog. Creepypastas are short horror stories, fan fictions, or other media that are collected and shared across the internet with the intent of frightening or unnerving the reader. Yeah, so basically, and the reason why it's called creepypasta, it comes from the word copypasta, which is basically copy and pasting, but instead of, basically, creepypasta, like, it's creepy, like, it's a story that, like, you can, like, it comes from the word copypasta, which is basically copy and paste. You get a text, copy it, put it to forum or something. So yeah, it's basically that, but it's just other, I guess. And today I'm actually gonna do two videos. Sorry, yeah, obviously I'm gonna have two videos up, but two short creepypastas. There's like they're only like that short. They're only like a page, so, or not even a page, half a page actually. So I'm gonna do both of these, and I'm gonna, give my own like opinions on, like, basically a mini review. And you guys don't have to watch this video. Like, you can do, basically all I'm gonna do is just sit here and read a book. Well, basically that's all I'm gonna do. Sit here and read a book in front of a camera. So you guys can open up, if you're watching this on a computer, you can open up another tab, go do something else while listening to it. So you don't actually have to watch, because like nothing's gonna pop on the screen, because, well, I just can't do that yet. Okay. So yeah. I guess sit back, relax, and enjoy these two creepypastas. The first one I'm going to be reading is White with Red. Okay. I don't know if it's, I think it is recording. It is. Okay. A man went to a hotel and walked up to the front desk to check in. The woman at the desk gave him the key and told him that on the way to his room there was a door with no number that was locked and no one was allowed in there. She explained that it was a storeroom and that it was out of bounds. She reminded him of this several times before allowing him to go upstairs. So he followed the instructions of the woman at the front desk, going straight to his room and going to bed. However, the insistence of the woman had piqued his curiosity. So the next night he walked down the hall to the room and tried the handle. Sure enough, it was locked. He bent down and looked through the wide keyhole. The cold air passed through it, chilling his eye. What he saw was a hotel bedroom like his, and in the corner was a woman whose skin was incredibly pale. She was leaning her head against the wall, facing away from the door. He stared in confusion for a while. Was this a celebrity? The owner's daughter? He almost turned sharply and jumped back. He almost knocked on the door out of curiosity, but decided not to, as he was still looking. The woman turned sharply and jumped back from the door, hoping she would not suspect he had been spying on her. He crept away from the door and walked back to his room. The next day he returned to the door and looked through the wide keyhole. This time all he saw was redness. He couldn't make out anything besides the distinct red colour, unmoving. Perhaps the inhabitants of the room knew he was spying the night before, and had blocked the keyhole with something red. He felt embarrassed that he made the woman so uncomfortable, and she hoped that he had not made a complaint with the woman on the front desk. At this point, he decided to consult her for more information. After some gentle quizzing and promising that the explanation would not go further than him, she finally said, "Well, I might as well tell you the story of what happened in that room. A long time ago, a man murdered his wife in there. We find that even now, people get uncomfortable staying there. However, these people were not ordinary. They were white all over, except for their eyes, which were red." And now this one is the girl in the photograph. One school day, a boy named Tom was sitting in the class and doing maths. It was 6 more minutes until after school. As he was doing his homework, something caught his eye. His desk was next to the window, and he turned and looked out to the grass. It looked like a picture. When school was over, he ran to the spot where he saw it. He ran so fast that no one else could grab it. He picked it up and smiled. It was a picture of the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. She had a dress with tights and red shoes, and her hand was formed into a peace sign. She was so beautiful he wanted to meet her, so he ran all over school and asked everybody if they knew her or had even seen her before. But they all said no. He was devastated. When he went home, he asked his older sister if she knew the girl. But unfortunately, she also said no. It was late, so Tom walked up the stairs, placed the picture on the bedside, and went to sleep. In the middle of the night, Tom was awakened by a tap on his window. It was like a nail tapping. He got scared. After the tapping, he heard a giggle. He saw a shadow near his window. So he got out of bed, walked toward the window, and opened it, and followed the giggling. By the time he reached it, it was gone. Next morning, he asked his neighbors if they knew her. Everybody said no. He even asked his mother, but same answer, no. He went up to his room, placed the picture on the desk, and fell asleep. Once again, he was awakened by a tapping. He took the picture and followed the giggling. He walked across the road when suddenly he was hit by a car. He was dead with the picture in his hand. The driver got out of the car and tried to help him, but it was too late. Suddenly he saw the picture and picked it up. He saw a cute girl holding up 3 fingers. So yeah, those were 2 creepypastas. The first one that I read was White with Red. And the second one that I read was The Girl in the Photograph. What do I think about the first one? Well, obviously, sorry for all the mistakes that I made. This is like my first, well, it wouldn't be my first, it's the second creepypasta video that's on this channel. And it's just basically, sorry, I'm just not used to it yet, so, yeah. So, what do I think about this creepypasta? Well, what I thought about White with Red was, it was actually very creepy. Like, while I was reading it, and while I got to the end, when the last line, they were white all over except for their eyes, which were red. That, like, basically, I've read this creepypasta before. This is my, like, second time reading it. And when I read it the first time, I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, they must have just, like, put something over it, just so he would stop staring. And then when I read it again, I'm like, oh my god, I finally get it. Basically, what happened is that, obviously, you already know what happened, but what do I think about it? It was very creepy, in my opinion. It actually gave me chills. And it was just like, the last line where it just said that, is like, she was looking at him through the keyhole, because, except for the eyes which were red, and then all that guy saw was red, unmoving. So it's just like him looking at looking, like it was him looking through the keyhole, looking at what he just thought was like a cover. It was actually her eye. Yeah, very creepy. And then the next one, the girl in the photograph. This one, when I first read it, I was like, oh my god. This one actually legitimately creeped me out. Well, this guy, Tom, he was just doing his maths work, right? And then he sees outside the window that there's a picture there. So after school, he goes to that place, picks the picture up, and sees a girl with a peace sign, which is 2 fingers up, right? And then he was just like, he asked everybody if they knew her, but obviously no one said. Everybody said no. And then what happened is that, like, okay, so, and then he hears a tapping at the window. If you could hear that. And then what happened is that, like, he gets up, finds like, you know, the giggling was like gone. So like he followed the giggling, sorry. But when he got there, it was just all gone. So then what happened is that he heard it again. Next day he asked everybody again. No, everybody said no again. And then he heard the tapping again, and then he took the picture and followed the giggling. And when he was walking when he was walking on the road, like bam, car hits him. And then the guy who comes out, the driver comes out of the car, sees that he's dead, and then sees the picture of the girl, picks it up, and she's holding 3 fingers. So what I think the peace sign was, is that those are how many victims she's killed. Like, peace, and then when he sees it, boom, 3. So what do I give this? Well, and then I'm also gonna do a rating. Well, the white with red, I give it a 7 out of 10. But then the girl in the photograph, I give that a 9 out of 10. So yeah, what do you guys think about these creepypastas? Did you like them? What would you give them? Like, which rating would you give them? And what do you think about them? So yeah, if you guys like it, like and subscribe. If you guys didn't like it, dislike, comment, and not subscribe, I guess. And I guess I'll see you in the next creepypasta video, or see you in the next video in general, I guess. So yeah, yeah, and also, what do you guys think about me doing creepypastas? So like, do you like that timetable, or do you think I should change it? So yeah. Okay, yeah, now I'm getting out of here. See you guys next time. Bye.